Back 1 year to ASA's version of spring training when 38 short track superstars took their cuts at Lakeland, Florida in the season opener. It was a night where wily veterans came out throwing heat. And some fearless rookies responded with some hard line drives of their own. There were plenty of hits, singles, doubles, triples, and even more. There were costly errors, and even a bench-clearing brawl. But when the smoke cleared, it was veteran Butch Miller taking the curtain call in a night that set the tone for a season-long championship chase. And it's time to play ball as ASA returns live to speed. Welcome to Lakeland in Central Florida for the SK Hand Tool 200 at USA International Speedway. It's the opening round of the American Speed Association's 37th remarkable season of building champions. Now, there's a buzz and energy about this season. One reason because some of the new venues we'll be going to, but another is because of a new look for the machines themselves. The savvy marketing people with ASA have elected to move the numbers back to the rear quarter panel, freeing up that huge door where the numbers usually are for sponsor exposure. Let's go down now to Ken Stout with our defending champion.
Our reigning champ, Kevin Sawinski, from the 2003 season, put his name on a very short list of just 7 by winning multiple championships. This year, he'll look to put his name on an even shorter list of 4 by winning back-to-back championships. Kevin, how do you maintain that consistency?
You do it with teamwork for sure, and I was very fortunate to keep everybody in the same slot on the team, and we're looking to do it again this year.
The man that chased him all last year was Butch Miller. He had 3 wins and 3 poles. This year, he'd like to get past him.
Well, that was one of the conditions. They qualified when it was much warmer. Some of these rookies, as they went out, the track cooled because of some cloud cover, and it paid off huge. Pace cars in. We're about ready to get underway with the 2004 ASA National Series season coming up, and we are green. Keep in mind now, watch for the outside. That is the young man, Stephen Light, 17 years old, on the left or the right side, if you will, of our pole qualifier, Zach Niesner. And I'll tell you what, Niesner right now sort of slides into the lead. Pretty smart move by Stephen Light not to race that early.
Well, both drivers had a taste of ASA last year. Stephen Light actually ran up front for the majority of the early portion of this race 1 year ago. He decided to forego a rookie effort to put a full emphasis on the full season this year. So they both have lap times here. Zach Niesner just in practice, and Stephen Light on his experience 1 year ago.
Hey, here, it's not fast. Well, we're back to green. We're going to find out in a big hurry. Niesner leading him down, and whoa! Cope actually brushed the outside wall, got a little loose, and immediately drops right in behind Niesner. And before this caution came out, Cope was flying anyway, and now he makes a big move to the inside.
Mike Cope started in the 8th position and used any group possible to take the 4th position away before the caution came out. Niesner trying to mac on the inside. No dice. Mike Cope, your new race leader.
Niesner gets very, very loose, and we've got a brouhaha in the back. Sontag involved, 63 Pile involved as well, and a huge slew. The green machine right there, I believe that is Kyle. And oh boy, look at this. We've got the number 57 involved in that as well, Gary Sherman. Number 24 is Rich Locke. Boy, huge, and you can see damage right there to Sherman's car, pretty severe. It's aesthetic. I mean, it didn't get into the frame, it doesn't look like, but with that spoiler gone, he's in trouble.
Those speeds are certainly something to worry about. This is the 75 of Travis Foster. His crew chief and co-owner is Todd Bodine, the 15-year NASCAR driver veteran, is on the pit box. Travis trying to make his way into a full season of ASA racing after just 1 start a year ago. He's also involved.
Well, here, let's take a look, first of all, at what happened to Niesner. He just got loose by himself. He was trying to come back down in. And you can see behind him, as everybody checks up, 71 Sontag lifts, maybe a little bit abruptly.
Car on the right-hand
He's
side.
going around.
Yep, certainly does. And what happens there, Refner punches the front straightaway wall. This car went skyward as well. Boy, a lot of cars, including Robbie Pyle, started 19th. That's the problem with qualifying near the rear of the field. He didn't have a chance to get through the field.
That car that went airborne was Toby Ford. Listen to this. Man, and Toby Porter's the guy that got airborne in the Meyer Chevrolet, so some potential concerns there about how that car is going to be able to run right now.
Toby had a very high thought about coming into this race. He ran just a couple of ASA races 2 years ago. He finished third here, his first starting in ASA, so his first outing here in a second season, not the greatest.
Well, and Cope and Sawinski just touched, and I think maybe that was Cope just trying to let Sawinski know it wasn't going to be easy. But look at the run Sawinski got out of turn 3, out of 2, dives down into 3. Cope still on the inside, but Sawinski racing him awfully tough. Oh, Legacy going around big time with the 17 of Garvey. Both of them find the pit side barrier. Garvey backing it in, Legacy nosing it in. Boy, Legacy, well, he got away with one. I don't know if the camber on that right front looked messed up, but it may just be the camber. But look at Garvey sitting in the car and shaking his head, very, very frustrated right now. And it looked like he may have got into that right rear of that car pretty good.
Trying to get the car back in gear. Scott Legacy qualified third and finished fourth here last year, so certainly he didn't want to get in any sort of mess here. He knows the speeds and what can happen. There's Mike Garvey showing his appreciation as he's trying to get his car right in. But again, on the restart, the cars get back up to song off of turn number 4. And we had contact between 2 of the top 5 runners in this race.
Well, we'll go back and take a look at it, Jim, and let's see where it started.
Here's the 17 of Garvey, a little bit to the outside. He goes for his own line. It looks like Legacy made it out of lifted off the corner to get Garvey gain that position. Then they went around.
Now, what I'm wondering, it looked like maybe the 96 of Wade Day. Nope, Legacy was already turning.
As Mike Garvey made his way up off of turn number 4, Scott Legacy was behind him and to his outside. As Garvey cleared himself, he thought, here, take a look, take a listen to this.
You can see Brown tuck in behind. And what a great opportunity for Brown and that Grubbs Auto Body, number 60, for him. Oh, as I say that, he gets loose and
Toby Porter's in the
Toby Porter going in with him. Hard
in the deal. Wow, tough break for Toby. Everything moved from the shops in Wisconsin for Toby Porter down to his shop in the shadows of Greenville Pickens Speedway in South Carolina. This is not what Toby Porter wanted to start the season with.
Boy, and I'm going to stop telling drivers that I think they're doing a nice job with a great opportunity here, because every time I seem to mention it, something happens. Now Porter talking to Brown, and obviously Porter thinks that the problem was Ed Brown's and not his own, and I honestly couldn't tell. We'll have to take a look at the replays whether Porter got into the back of Brown and caused it, or whether Porter got into the back of Brown as a result of Brown getting loose by himself. I'm guessing it was the latter, but Jim, we're going to take a look at some replays. We'll find out.
Neither driver's taking fresh tires yet. He was sideways all the way, and as he got sideways, Porter saw an opportunity down low, and the door closed. It slammed on the front nose of that Meyer Chevy. Right here, going in the corner. Dassau's behind this bunch. Robbie Pyle, 22 laps down, gets in the back of Middleton as he spins. Dassau gets tapped here by the 96 of Wade Day. Hard impact by the 72 of Dassau. Again, we just talked about the 17-year-old, just turning 17, impressing, running in the top 10.
Out there, and just watch for Niesner.
Right here on the inside is the Terry's Automotive Ford of the 71 of Sontag. He clipped the right side. Ooh, hard impact.
That was
there.
Miller.
Clipped the right side of the 42 of Niesner, sending him into the wall as he came back down, clipped again, and Wade Day stopped at the door panel.
For the lead, I'd say he anticipated that restart beautifully, but there goes Butch making the Timberwolf Sparky's Food Store Chevy real wide right now, and Kittleson just looking for any opportunity. Problem is, you don't see Butch make a lot of mistakes out there. Let the back end float out, give you the opening. You're going to have to get creative and find something and really try and force your way by. Those two are gone, and watching this, but how's that battle going on behind them? There's been a good battle there too. Watching these guys when we come around. We're on the final lap, last lap. There it is, Miller, Kettleson. Look at the battle behind them. Sorensen, he is third. Light is fourth. We're missing Stevens completely. He's dropped off the radar. Now we are on our final lap. 5 laps to the end. Light trying to get underneath Sorensen. Sorensen driving him as hard as he can around the outside. Look at the margin already, almost 2.5 seconds. Second to third. Light still working Sorensen. Here we go, final turn. Miller hangs on. Butch repeats here in Lakeland, and at the line, it's Light. Then it is Sorensen, and then Miller. No, check that. That is 19, Casey Smith, able to come up and hang on to that 5th spot. And here's just a quick note for you folks. 7th spot, Kevin Sawinski. Talk about getting as many points as you can.